Salute. Welcome to WCT, Witchy Chick Tea. I'm your witchologist, Ahvay. Here at WCT, we'll be taking on ratchet emails you guys send me regarding all things drama, kink, or tea worthy. I'll respond with my personal intuition and readings from my tarot cards. Some of these emails are crazy as hell. So if you offend easily, this channel ain't for you. Kink, drama, tea. You ask, I answer. If you have a topic to discuss or need a reading, email me at witchychicktea@gmail.com. And now, with my familiar big boy at my side, let's see what's brewing in my pot. Up first, we have Lottie from Florida. Ahvay, I've been with my man for 5 years. When we first met, he worked at Lowe's. My grandmother had passed, leaving me a house and a nice-sized inheritance. He moved in a few months after we met. I had a nice ride and brought him one too. Next thing I know, he quit or lost his job. I figured he needed a minute to get on his feet. I even tried to help him get a job where I work. He turned it down. My friends keep getting on me, saying that I'm not allowing him to be a man. I just understand how it is to go through shit. I didn't always have it as good as I do now. Honestly, if it weren't for my grandmother's will, I'd still be living paycheck to paycheck. Recently, I paid for us to go on a cruise. I got sick and had to stay in our cabin overnight. He didn't. Why, when we got back home, about 3 days later, people were posting on IG of him and some chick on the cruise. They were dancing, and there was a picture of her sitting on his lap. I confronted him, and he said it was all chill, that he was having a good time. He said that was what the cruise was for. My friends swear something happened with him and the girl. He denied it, but recently he liked a picture she posted on IG of her half naked. Ahvay, I need to know what the hell is going on. Baby girl, and this, I do hate to be the bearer of bad tidings, but your friends are right. When I read this email, I consulted the cards right away. I had a feeling. Something was just nudging me in the back of my mind, and I had a feeling, so I consulted the cards. This man has been taking advantage of your kind heart and your inheritance, okay? I've picked up that you've tried on numerous occasions to help him secure employment, and in each attempt, he declined. It wasn't that he didn't get offered the job or the position. He declined. He blatantly turned it down, or turned them down, because I do pick up there was more than one. He did this so he can sit in your house and parlay and live up off of your funds. I do get that he's not being truthful with what all happened on that cruise. And with him and this particular female, I'm also getting that she's not the only female he's in contact with. Dougie Fresh said it best. Drop that zero and get with the hero. And this, I believe, that is exactly what you need to do. Now, normally, you guys know, I do not tell people to leave the person that they are with unless it is bad for them mentally, physically, and spiritually. While I feel that this is bad on all 3 accounts, I also believe it's bad financially for you. Because at the end of the day, when your funds are gone, what my intuition is telling me is that he's going to be gone as well. I suggest you move on because this unfortunate situation is blocking you from someone who could mean you some good. Now, you don't have to listen to me. You don't have to listen to the cards. But you asked me, and I'm telling you what I'm getting. I'm telling you what I'm receiving. I'm telling you what the cards have revealed to me. I do not read from just one deck. I have many decks. And when I do consultations, I normally consult with 3 entirely different decks. And when all 3 of those decks say the same thing, baby, you need to listen. Okay? What I'm going to do is consult with the cards now. Let's see what the first card has to reveal. Powerful, influential, tactful, meticulous. See, this is what I'm saying. This person is playing on your good nature, okay? And they're also using your funds. They're moving you in a way that you don't even see it. And I'm picking up that he's combative, but he's intelligent with it. So it's not like he's just just picking fights and things. He's one of those people that use reverse psychology, if you will. And he gets you to feel that or believe that you're less than, or you don't know what you're saying or doing. And he's the person that's on the higher ground. He's very cunning, very conniving. And I'm picking that up. The next card says, dim opportunity. Dim opportunity. And when they say dim, you're talking about like a dim light, like turning down the light. And this is what I'm saying when I was talking about you're blocking someone that could mean you some good, because while you're still taking up with this guy and allowing this stuff to happen, there's someone in the background. You haven't met them yet. There's someone in the background that is waiting. And the thing of it is, now that waiting don't mean it's going to be there forever. So right now, you are turning down your opportunity of really having something the longer you deal with this mess. Because that is what it is. Mess. The third card says, embrace positivity. And this is exactly what I'm saying. This is exactly what I'm saying. You've got to let this go. You've got to let this go. You've got to get back on your feet, get back to you. Now, this is what I would do. Let this go. Take you some me time. Don't jump into the first guy that come your way, that look good, talk good. No. Take you a little me time. Get you a little me time. Get your head straight and learn some of the game. You understand what I'm saying? Because this is a lot of game out there. And these people are slick. Predators come in all forms. All forms. And they're very slick. They're very cunning. You have to watch what they say, how they say. And one thing, moving people in right away, 1 month, 2 months, 3 months after meeting, no. Don't do it. Don't do it. Okay? I want you to consider what I'm telling you. Now, if you don't believe me, I employ anybody. Go and talk to another psychic. They have those reading places almost in every city. Talk to someone else. Just like with a doctor, get a second opinion. Okay? But I want you to take care of this situation, because I promise you, sis, it ain't going to get no better. Hit me back. Let me know what happens. Up next, we have Edmund from Tennessee. So, I met this country singer 2 years ago in Nashville. I'm not going to drop any names because he is well known, but I don't believe he's out. This guy, he's so hot. And the way he makes me feel, he's bought me things, clothes, jewelry, a car. I even accompanied him on the tail end of his tour. Again, I'm not in the public with him due to his career. I always thought that my friends were jelly of me romancing with the star. Maybe I did name drop and brag a bit about our trips and sex. I can admit that. But it was all so exciting for me. I am just an average guy. Things like this don't usually happen to guys like me. I really did feel special. Now, not so much. I've given up everything, my job, my apartment, to be where and what he needed me to be. He stated that he needed me in a particular place so that paparazzi wouldn't catch on and be all up in his business. He brought me a condo. He was there with me as much as he could be, or so I thought. However, for the last 6 months, he's been distant, gone more often. And then there was a rumor made public about his sexuality. I thought he'd take this chance to come out and we could live out loud instead of hiding. Instead, he denied it, then publicly stated that he was getting engaged. We argued and he claimed that she's his beard, that the marriage would be in name only, that we will still be together. I worried that all his pretty words are just for his songs. Do you have any advice? Unfortunately, again, there are predators of all kinds. When I first read this email, I consulted my cards because my intuition was picking up some murkiness. You guys know I don't mess around with that murkiness. Some negativity. This guy saw who you were when he first met you. He knew what to do and how to move you into the position that he needed you to be in. As far as this guy coming out, I don't see that. I don't see it happening at all. I don't pick up anything that says he's going to come out. At least not of his own merit. However, I'm also getting that this isn't his first time doing this. And when I say doing this, I mean meeting someone that doesn't have a lot of family, that's not well known in their town or city they live in, or even within their community, and then move them off to play his games. At this point, I'm not getting anything good. I truly suggest that you get out. Now, I do pick up that you still do some work for yourself on the side. And you do have some money of your own. Maybe not in his bracket, and that's just fine. I truly believe you need to get off of this roller coaster because I do not see anything positive or good at the end of this ride. I have some concerns. As a matter of fact, I'm going to email you back at the end of this session. And I hope and pray that you take what I'm telling you seriously. Okay? Please watch out for that email. And now, let's see what the cards have to reveal. The first card says secrets, anxiety, fear, misconception, deception. And see, this is what I'm telling you. I picked up on this. I lied to you not. When I first read this email, right away, I just got a bad feeling. It's like you know how that creepy feeling go down your spine? It's almost like a cold, creepy feeling. And I'm telling you, I get nothing good out of this. I get nothing good out of this. And I'm telling you, you need to get out. You need to get out. You need to get out as soon as possible. The next card says hollow completion. Hollow, empty. You understand what I'm saying? Completion, end. Empty, end. Nothing good. Nothing good. I'm telling you, you need to get out. The next card says, circumstances cause you to be weak. And see, that's the matters of the heart. The matters of the heart. And now that this man has moved you into the place that he wants you in, you're living the life he wants you to live. You're in the place he puts you. You do what he say. Everything is his way. You understand? You've given up complete and total control. You have put yourself in a position to be the perfect victim. Listen to me. I will be emailing you. I need you to look out for that email, okay? And we will discuss this privately and in detail, okay? And now, up next is Virgil from New York. Look, ahvay, I wouldn't be coming hard like this, but she pushed me to it. After that whole pandemic thing, shit went tits up for a lot of people. My girl came up with this idea to start a YouTube channel about being homeless. 'Cause she pretty, she knew it would garner sympathy for a lot of people. In reality, she works. She'd put dirt on her face and mess up her hair and find her bummiest clothes. Then she'd go on camera and cry for help. I ain't gonna lie, I sat back helping her count the coins. Things were going real good for a minute. She got another apartment, a nice car, and a BBL. Now she's acting shady and shit. She got a lot of followers and has since changed her content. People are still sending her cash apps. Lately, she's been spending time with this chick from Atlanta. She told me she's thinking about buying a house there and that I need to figure out where I'm going. This bitch trying to leave me at the curb. I'm telling you, ahvay, that homeless shit was fraudulent. She had an apartment the whole time. She just moved to a better one with the YouTube funds. I helped to get that shit started. Now she's trying to shine me. I hear you're a witch. Can you sick some karma on her ass? I swear, I think something's going on with her and that chick in Atlanta. Now, you guys know I try to read it in the tone of the actual email. Unfortunately, Virgil, these things happen when situations begin with deceit and negativity, okay? See, some of this stuff is redundant. You really don't need anybody else to tell you what's going on, okay? You know what's going on. You feel it. You understand? You cannot expect all good to come from situations born with malice intent. My intuition and the cards tell me that this situation has run its course, okay? It's run its course. And at this time, you do need to think about what you're going to do. Because at the end of the day, it was her channel, her bank account, everything went her way. Now, I do pick up that she is the one who thought of this endeavor. And you may have been behind the scenes so far as on the camera, working the camera sometimes or something of that nature, but I don't pick up that you really did a whole lot here, you know, as you're trying to put in. So in that, it is her business, her brand. What you should have been doing on the side is getting something together for Virgil, because nothing is guaranteed to anyone. And if things don't go your way, or ever the day should come that she moves on, you would be sitting holding the pot, which is what you're currently doing. So you do have some time, because she hasn't made that move yet, but she's giving you a heads up. And that right there, that's kind of Hail Mary. So you need to take that. You need to figure out what you're going to do. Start making some plans. I've said it before. Yes, I am a witch. However, I do not and I will not do anything against anyone. I don't roll that way, okay? You need to start making your exit plan and getting yourself together. Because yes, I do pick up she is going to move. I'm picking that up clearly. So you need to do you, hon. It's time to go to work. Let's see what the cards have to say. The first card says hope, inspiration, calm, contentment. This is what I'm saying. You should have been doing something. You should have been preparing yourself. From what I can tell, from what I'm picking up, things have been going downhill for a minute between you and her. This didn't just spring up off the bat. You felt it yourself. You've seen it. I'm picking up even the intimacy isn't there. It hasn't been there for a minute. When these things begin, those are tall tale signs that something bad is happening. And you need to start making your exit plan. The worst thing you could have done was really set back and got comfortable on her coins. That was the worst thing you could have done. Up next, the card says, set priorities. And see, this is what I'm saying. You should have been done that. Again, when you saw things was going tits up, you should have been started setting something up for Virgil. You cannot sit back on somebody else's coins. When you saw that was working for her, maybe you should got your YouTube channel. Do something, because at the end of the day, nothing is guaranteed. The last card says listen. And that's what, that's what I try to get everybody to do, honestly. Not just listen to me. Not just listen to the cards. Listen to your own intuition, because everybody in the world has it. That voice inside you that when you know you're about to do something, and they say, don't do that. And you ignore it because you want to go have that fun, you want to do this, that, and the other, that right there. It's done told you don't do it. You should have been getting something set up because, again, you know it. You know it, and you know I'm not lying. Things have not been working for a while. Now, she's giving you a Hail Mary. She told you she's leaving. She told you. If you continue to sit there and do nothing until them trucks pull up, that's on you, bro. I'm telling you. Get it together and get to stepping. Because she is moving and she's not taking you with her. Okay? Up next is Taisha from Chicago. Ahvay. I am gutted. I brought my boyfriend to meet my family a little over a year ago. I am now 7 months pregnant. Thing is, my younger sister is 5 months pregnant, yet we haven't met the father. I have seen her talking and texting on her phone. She always makes excuses for why he couldn't come to family functions, like he's at work. My mom didn't make any issue about it, so I backed off as well. I was upset for my sister. I felt she deserves someone better, who will put her and the baby first. I wanted to give this man some talk to, but we never met him until we did. I had to go out of town for my job for 2 days. The event was over a day early. Why I went directly to my mom's house, only to find my boyfriend's car in the driveway. I snuck into the back door only to hear raised voices coming from the front room. My mother was going in on my sister and my boyfriend for putting her in a bad situation and asking them how they plan to handle this. I gasped as I heard my boyfriend say that he doesn't love me, but didn't want to hurt me, that he fell for my sister almost on sight. He claimed that they knew each other 3 years before he met me, but that they lost contact until the day he saw her again at my mother's house for the meetup. He said he wants to marry her. I could no longer be silent. I walked into the room and the expressions of guilt on all their faces was too much. I didn't know who to hit first, so I left. Ahvay. All this time I have been lied to and played by all of them. Me and my mom would go in on my sister's bum-ass baby father when all along my mom knew. She knew. They have all betrayed and played me for the fool. I've been staying in a hotel ever since that day. I can't see or talk to any of them. A co-worker heard of you and suggested I write in. This is a fucked situation, and I have no idea how to move forward. You know, when I read this, I honestly, and I'm still floored, as you all can hear. I was very, very floored because a situation like this is just, it's so hurtful. It's so hurtful. There's really nothing that you can really say that's going to make it better, you know? There's nothing worse than betrayal, and especially when it's done by loved ones. I feel your pain, I do. I have consulted the cards and my own intuition. I do not believe that this was done intentionally with malice. I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't think that your boyfriend and your sister intentionally set out to hurt you. I don't think that was the game here. However, with that said, all parties did have adequate time that they could have spoken to you about this before letting things go too far. When he and your sister discovered each other again at the meetup, and that's what I'm getting. I'm picking up that that's true. Actually, after the meetup, they met and they talked and connected. I don't know how soon after the meetup, but they did meet and they connected. And it is at that point that they should have come clean. Hurt was inevitable. You hear me? Hurt was inevitable. Because even after they met up after that meetup, let's say they went for coffee or whatever, they right then, they knew those feelings was there. They knew those feelings was there because this was unresolved from a relationship that they had already began years ago and they lost contact. Okay? They knew those feelings was there. And at that time, that is when they should have come clean. Because you was going to be hurt either way. Because discovering that your boyfriend and sister want to be together, that's not an easy pill to swallow. But it would have been better, easier, and cleaner if they had come clean at that point. Because at that point, we didn't have any babies in the picture. At that point, no one was pregnant. Now it is a complete and utter mess. Because you have these babies that's coming. And these babies are not only going to be cousins, but they're going to be siblings. And that right there is where they messed up. What I want you to know and take away from this is that you don't have to do anything, okay? Karma will handle everything. Nobody in this world gets to hurt people and get away with the clean slate. Things may not seem like it's happening right away, but it will happen, okay? Karma will have her day, okay? So if I was you, what you need to do now is focus on you and your child. If you need to move away or stay away from them and don't speak to them for a while, whatever you need to do to help you heal your pain is what you do. But do not resort to any kind of malice and retribution, because that does not work. Listen to me. It does not work. You guys know I strongly hold fast to the 3. And the 3 is what you put out will happen and will come back to you. Okay? So do not work on no vengeance, because I promise you, it's going to come back. And I'll leave that there, okay? You worry about you and your baby and how you can move forward. Trust me, it hurts now. It's ugly now. But you will move forward. I promise you that. Let's take it to the cards. The first card says judgmental, decisive, forgiveness, awakening. Now, again, I'm not telling you to forgive. I can't tell you that. But I can tell you this. The longer you stay parked, the longer you stay parked in that place of hurt, nothing positive is going to happen. Because that hurt is nothing but negative energies, okay? Yes, what was done to you was wrong. It should have come out a lot sooner, but we're here now. So now is what we have to deal with. Again, I'm not telling you to go and open arms and pull out Christmas gifts for everybody. No. If you need that me time, you take that time. Do what you need to do for Taisha to feel better, to move past this, to even be able to work with this. Okay? The second card says haunting loss. And I understand it because you were in love with this guy. And even now you still have feelings for him. And it is a haunting thing. It is a loss because you've got this baby you're carrying. And even though if you guys decide, well, at this point you guys can't be together because he's with her. This you know. So you've got to let that go. You've got to let that go. And I understand it's painful. You understand? It's easier said than done. I can say it, but you're the one that's got to do it and live through it. But what else can you do? Because it's not there. You cannot make somebody love you if they don't. You can't. So at this point, you have to do whatever you need to do to heal Taisha. Okay? The next card says creativity. Now with that, it's not saying create something, okay? But what it's saying is move on. It's saying just what I've said. You've got to find things that Taisha loves, things that Taisha wants to do. And that's why I keep saying, and I know you guys were probably like, why is she saying, if you need to move away? Because I'm picking that up, that you have been pondering that. You have been entertaining that idea. And you entertained this actually moving, and I believe it's for a job, before you actually met him. So that's why I'm saying, that's what you need to do, a complete fresh start, then that's what you need to do. I do believe, give it a little time, but you need to come back with your mom. That's one thing you do need to heal that relationship because it wasn't her fault. You have to understand that she was put in an impossible situation. She's got 2 children, 2 daughters she loves. What could she do? When she finds this thing out, it's not her place to tell you that and hurt you like that. But at the same token, and I don't blame her for giving them some act right, because that's real fucked up. I'm just keep it real. You put somebody in this messed up situation, and now they're helping you hurt this other person by sharing this bad secret. So you need to take your time. I get that. But you need to come back with mom because it wasn't her fault, and she definitely didn't do it meticulously, okay? I want you to hit me back. Let me know what you decide. Daily T. Loves. Money. You must be aware of those around you when your financials increase, their intentions and their motives. There's nothing wrong with helping a lover, but you shouldn't be their one-stop shop unless that is what you choose to do. Deceptions are never a good thing and usually come back to bite you in the ass. Karma will always have her due. Pretty words, things that seem too good to be true, sometimes hides a monster. Be cautious when choosing your life to the sole benefit of another. With that said, if you have a bizarre situation or simply some drama and need to give voice to it, email me. And now I have some private lessons. I'm off to do an energy cleanse. See you guys later. Guys, we are growing. We've changed the direction of the show to give you what you want, need, and desire. If you have a situation you don't want to discuss on the show, email me marked private and help. I cover all things from relationships to haunts. If you need help, you found it. Keep those emails coming, hit that subscribe button, and join the WCT fam.